What's going on, everybody? Poem here with Late Night Gaming, and we are back with round 3 action from the San Francisco Season 0 Planetary Qualifier. And right out the gate, we've got Jackson L on Sabine Green playing a Sabine Wren Explosives Artist. I think that's her sub tag unit. And Sassy Pants on Boba Red playing a Kylo's TIE Fighter. And then we have the wing leader coming through on the Sabine unit. Kylo's tie hits in base for 3, and we're just action packed into round 3 action. These players both 2-0 in the first 2 rounds. A 7th Fleet Defender hitting the table. A classic matchup here. Boba Red seeing some more play. Interesting he's not running Tarkin Town. Definitely an interesting decision there. Playing the shielded upgrade card. Don't see that all the time, but maybe creates a clean board state for him. That's Sabine unit hitting base one more time, bringing us up to 10 on the base. Three to base with Kylo, up to 6. Sabine looking good with no waylay in hand for Sassy Pants. Looks like a swoop down to kill Sabine. I mean, if he was holding that swoop down, man, I would have liked to have seen, as soon as that wing leader came, I would have liked to have seen the swoop down, if I'm not mistaken, on that Sabine unit instead. I think that would have been a more effective strategy. You know, the Sabine leader still does damage to base, 1 per round. Whereas, so you keep her on the board. I mean, let's think about it. What's more of a threat? The Sabine unit hits for 3. The Sabine leader hits for 3. This is Sabine units hitting for 5. So I think we're misplaying a little bit there. I do like the triple dark raid is interesting. Gonna get 2 damage, and then I think I kind of missed that. He got the Ruthless Raider, the late night gaming ship, is what it's sometimes called. We did spoil that card. Shout out to FFG on that. So, you know, I kind of missed it, but it looked like he was supposed to do 2 when it was played, and then 4 more when it attacked. So I'm not quite sure what happened there. I might have missed it. Oh, he killed the wing leader. That's what it was. Interesting choice. That Sabine unit just terrorizing the base. Up to 17. Just punishing. Bright Hope stabilizing his space arena to prevent the counter tempo strategy. Boba Red seemingly in trouble here based on the early action. I see a Wrecker in hand. A Poe played straight, and he's going to probably ECL the Wrecker. Just a maximum power play here. We're going to ECL Wrecker and just blow out the Boba Fett unit. Everything going swimmingly here for Jackson. Boba Red's strong deck. It's what I brought to the event. Felt like it had some pretty good matchups out there, and I opted for Tarkin Town more so, going for early control strategies. Would have been beneficial here to have like a daring raid or an ISB agent into ping to kill that Sabine before that wing leader comes down. It's one of the ways to try to interact with this type of strategy that is being employed by Sabine. So, you know, you're giving up the 5 health on your base, sure, but you're also potentially gaining much more than that at the long term, I think, with Tarkentown. So an outmaneuver being played, solid strategy. Dark Saber being placed on Poe Dameron. Wow. Aggressive strategy from Jackson. And we have 6 damage coming into base. Just what could Sassy Pants be able, what is Sassy Pants going to be able to do about that Poe Dameron? It's really waylay or bust here. I don't think I see a waylay in hand. We are going to have a really hard time with that. That Poe Dameron is going to do 12 damage to base. So a triple Dark Raid here. Not sure what's going to be able to... Ooh! A Fang Fighter played off of triple Dark Raid. Amazing. Wow. What a play from Sassy Pants. Main decking, disabling Fang Fighter, potentially seizing victory from the jaws of defeat. An incredible maneuver there. Unbelievable. Shout out to Sassy Pants. What a play. He's got lethal on board, and just like that, takes the victory. Unbelievable. What a play. A disabling Fang off of a triple Dark Raid. Amazing. And that's going to bring us to game 2. I'm going to get us kind of fast forwarded. They're going to be taking a look at deck lists and all that good stuff. Looks like we're drawing up. We're still shuffling, mulliganing, resourcing. Just don't want to waste your guys' time. Looks like we're getting down to it now. We've got a Sabine down on Jackson's side of the board. Do we have an answer? Do we have a waylay? Because I believe I see a wing leader in hand. We're going to need to see a waylay. 7th Fleet Defender. Here comes the wing leader. Do we have the waylay? Or claim, or we have no resources. Do we have a swoop down? The swoop down probably wins you the game here. If you have the swoop down. This is the line. It's they want to ping. If Sabine wants to ping, then you can swoop down and you get initiative and you just punish this. Swoop down, I've been playing Jabba to get my waylays and my swoop downs. Kind of a janky idea, but you know. Jabba's good in a world where pillage wrecks your face. Oh, the swoop down coming in. Unbelievable. Right on cue. He's back up to 4 resources. That's Sabine. Into the discard pile. What a play from Sassy Pants. Triple Dark Raid, a little early for that. I don't like Triple Dark Raid on 4. I think it's better on 5. I think we really got to try to establish a board on 4. On 5, all bets are off. So, not punished, playing a tie advanced, keeping actually a very strong play here. Keeping the 7th Fleet Defender alive. He does lose that tie advance, so he's not able to bring it back to hand. But he does get, so he basically paid 4 to get 2 experience and block 2, defeat a 2/1 unit. We have the Bright Hope. So we need like a shoot first now by Sassy Pants to really clean up that Bright Hope and make way for Fire Spray. It's you got to have all the right answers in this matchup as the Boba player. You know, Sabine's putting the threats out there, and you got to be able to answer them. No good to me. Quite a good play there. But the wing or the Delphi is gonna go ahead and kill. How does this work? I think it's a when played and it gets a buff to the Bright Hope. So it ambushes in and then he also hits the base, so he maintains tempo. That's probably the game. That Adelphi cleaning up that 7th fleet. Boba Red doesn't, unless he's running daring raids, which he's probably not because he doesn't have Tarkin Town. He doesn't really have a clean way to deal with that Adelphi. That Delphi's going to beat him up. Interesting that he's taking the line of trying to deal with that Bright Hope. The Adelphi seems like more of the threat. But the Waylay doesn't really stop the Adelphi from just coming back down. The game really turned when we had the triple dark raid on 4 instead of the just playing a tie advance straight from hand. A tie advance straight from hand would have been a much more. Actually, I don't know. It ended up being the same result. It's hard to say. It's actually hard to say. It just seems like Sabine is so far ahead now. We've got Timely. Is that correct? It's hard to. I missed it. Timely intervention into Poe Dameron to kill Boba. Quite a play. Pretty good stuff. He had enough money for that, huh? Guess, are we on 6? And a surprise strike, taking an aggressive line, even though his opponent has quite the board. I think that Fang was probably better suited just to kill that Adelphi. Okay, the Rokai gunship. Not sure that's really going to move the needle much. When defeated, I think it's deal 1 damage to a unit or base. Sabine looking like in a better position here in game 2. Although that's not what I was, I wasn't expecting a comeback. Thought Sabine was ahead in game 1 as well, so we'll see. Looks like a long decision for Sassy Pants here on his resourcing. Alright, so the Poe Dameron coming into base. We're at 24 on base. This game is nearing the end. Just too much coming in from Jackson. Is that a heroic sacrifice in hand? Not risking it. Not necessary. We're just putting him up to 27. Not much left for Sassy unless he can deal with both of these units. He's going to have to claim. It's going to be pretty much over. Not sure what happened there. played a heroic sacrifice to no effect, it looks like. To just draw a card? Wonder why. Just for fun? Try to find it for a cause? And on to game 3. It's going to get us moved ahead here. Players are... Looks like a mulligan here from Sassy. We had a Battle Marine from... Let me back us up. My apologies. This happened quickly. It looks like a pass from Sassy. A Battle Marine into a claim, so no turn 1 play for Sassy. What a disaster. Sorry, Sassy. You've got to have a turn 1 against Sabine. It's going to be an uphill climb now. Got to have a turn 1. So a Tide Advance, Tide Defender, Lurking Tide Defender, and there you have it. You've got a Fleet Lieutenant. We're already pushing in. We're at 6, up to 7. We're snowballing. Sabine, you can lose to... You can Daring Raid, into Tarkin Town and just blow out their first unit and still lose to Sabine. And I can't imagine a world where, you don't have a turn 1 and they get a Fleet Lieutenant off where you're coming back from that one. But this game oftentimes comes down to just turn 1, turn 2. 4 coming into base. Battle Marine hits for 3, and we're up to 10. While we take a pause in the action here, we got a mercenary gunship being played and a Fleet Lieutenant attacking in. I want to thank Gamescape for hosting such an awesome event. Just really had a great time. Very well organized. Everybody was super nice. Lots of prize giveaways. Just super big shout out to Gamescape. They are a card shop in San Francisco, so definitely check them out. I think they do online pre-orders and all that good stuff, and they can ship you your Star Wars Unlimited cards and such. Definitely a trustworthy and a great store to support if you don't have a local game store and you're looking for a place to get your orders in. So we have a Sabine hitting in. We've got outmaneuver, exhausting 3 of those units. That's pretty good. However, timing was weird. We have outmaneuver, but we have a mercenary gunship. So he just takes the gunship. He's going to kill his Lurking Tie. He's either going to kill Lurking Tie or he's just going to go base. I would just kill that dang Lurking Tie. We'll see. He's just going in base, 5 to base. Let's go, baby. Was that heroic sack? Do we lose the unit for that? Yeah. Goes back to the right discard pile. Not afraid of Lurking Tie. Not even in one bit. Not with all those units on board. Definitely an interesting decision to not kill that Lurking Tie there, though. Wonder if he thought that one through. I get pushing the damage. I mean, he's up to 21. It's just snowballing here. It's just the Boba deck can still push damage as well. Like we have the TDR coming here. He's going to be able to push some through himself. Not what he wanted to see. Black Sun Starfighter. Not really the unit he wanted to see there with 4 resources up. Looks like he had an available resource, if I'm not mistaken. He wanted like a TIE fighter or a fire sprayer or something like that, I think. And then that Black Sun comes back to hand. Both players potentially with lethal possibilities here. Fire Spray could come down for Boba. But it looks like just tempo-wise, Sabine's got 9 on board and initiative. So we've got a kill and an attack. That Adelphi, I think just won game 2 and it won game 3. That Adelphi. In game 2, it 2-for-1 that 7th Fleet Defender that had been buffed by the TIE Advanced experience tokens. And then right there, it kills Lurking TIE, takes 2, allows a pump from Sabine. I just think that card has done so much for Jackson here. An amazing include from set 2 is that Adelphi. Tempo, it's a tempo thing. You know, get in there, take care of business. Ambush, kill something, attack with something else. It's just that kind of efficiency is always good in card games. So Adelphi looking like it just won it. We've got 2 for a causes in hand and a Fleet Lieutenant. We've got plenty of ways to deal lethal damage with 25 on base. And there it is. I hope that you guys forgive me if I was a little critical. I'm new to this commentary thing, doing my best to try to call the action and give my thoughts. So big shout out to Jackson and Sassy Pants for agreeing to play on stream. Just, you know, being awesome people and awesome players. And if y'all made it this far, you're my hero, and stay tuned for round 4 action from San Francisco.